When I look back into the past, I can see how our life in the Soviet Union was different. For example, we had this law that required all men to serve in the military as a conscript. So at age 18, every boy would be drafted and sent for 2 years in the army or 3 years in the navy to serve. And this serving wasn't really a fun job at all. And this exception was made only for students. So if you attended a college, you were spared from being drafted, which was a good thing, right? But it all changed in 1986. Who knows what occurred in the heads of the government of the Soviet Union, but they decided that they didn't have enough soldiers, so they changed the law. They informed us that next month we will be all drafted after we pass our first year exams. So when the day came, I was sent to the distribution center where I spent the whole long day waiting to be picked up. And by the end of the day, I found myself on a train heading toward the Black Sea. There I spent 4 months in the training camp. At the training camp we learned a lot about submarines, but also marched across the plaza a lot. And after our training was completed, I was transferred to a naval base at the Baltic Sea coast. My service there wasn't fun at all. I did a lot of push-ups and also listened to tons of political speeches. I froze my ass in the deep, dark waters of the Baltic Sea, but also I had 2 tours to the Mediterranean on military mission where I spent most of my time. But again, everything changed 2 years later. Now the Soviet Union government figured out that they didn't have enough students, so they made the change in this law again, and during the next month they rounded up all the former students from all branches of military and the navy and sent them home. They fetched me from my submarine in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea and shipped me back to my base. Whew. It was crazy because it was unexpected, absolutely surreal, and it happened very quickly. Just a week later, I was back at home and ready to continue my study, and my first lesson started in just 1 week.